Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own doubts? Like the weight of every misstep is too heavy to bear? What if I told you that in the very depths of failure lies the secret to your greatest triumph? Today, we're going to explore what happens when you feel like you've failed, and how that feeling can be the stepping stone to a life filled with purpose, passion, and resilience. Failure isn't the end. It's a crossroads. And though it may sting like a harsh winter wind, failure is also the birthplace of growth. Each misstep is a lesson wrapped in disguise, urging you to rise stronger, smarter, and more determined. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we turn setbacks into comebacks. Imagine this. You've spent months on a project, only to see it collapse into a heap of unsatisfied expectations. It's natural to feel discouraged, but remember, even Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he brought the light of modern electric bulbs into our lives. His story isn't just about invention. It's about resilience, perseverance, and the unwavering belief that failure is simply a detour, not a dead end. Let me share a personal story. A few years back, I invested all my energy into a project that at every step seemed to fall apart. I'd often say, "I've failed," and felt like the odds were permanently stacked against me. But in those moments of desolation, I discovered something profound. Every failed attempt was actually a lesson in disguise. I learned that success isn't measured by never failing, but by how creatively you respond when things don't go according to plan. In psychology, there's a concept called growth mindset. It's the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you embrace this mindset, each setback is seen as an opportunity to learn, rather than a marker of your inadequacy. Instead of viewing failure as a brick wall, see it as a stepping stone guiding you upward. Now, let's get practical. Here are some steps you can take when you feel like you've failed. 1. Pause and reflect. Take a moment to breathe. Write down what happened, what you learned, and what you could do differently next time. Reflection transforms defeat into data for growth. 2. Shift your perspective. Reframe your mindset. Instead of saying, "I failed," try saying, "I discovered a way that doesn't work, and now I'm one step closer to the right path." 3. Take small, measurable steps. Break down your goals into manageable tasks. Sometimes failure seems overwhelming because we try to swallow the whole mountain in one bite. Instead, nibble at it, bit by bit. 4. Seek support. Talk with someone who understands. Whether it's a friend, mentor, or coach, sharing your challenges turns solitary burdens into shared experiences. You might even find a hint of humor in the absurdity of it all. Laughter really can be the best medicine. 5. Laugh at yourself. Find humor in your mistakes. Remember that even the greatest success stories are filled with funny, messy, and downright awkward moments. Embrace the imperfection. It makes you human. Every failure is a chapter in your story, a part of a larger narrative that builds character and resilience. Think of it like a garden. You have to pull out the weeds before your flowers can bloom. Your failures are the weeds that, if nurtured with the right perspective, can ultimately make your garden more vibrant. Let's get a little theoretical, shall we? Modern psychology teaches us that our perception of failure can change neural pathways in our brain. Every time we associate failure with learning rather than defeat, we rewire our mental circuits for success. This isn't just metaphorical, it's science in action. Take, for example, the research on neuroplasticity. our brains are incredibly adaptive. With each mistake, a network of neurons fires up to create new pathways, molding a brain that's uniquely designed to learn from errors. In this way, your experiences of failure are not liabilities, but assets that build a robust, resilient mindset. And there's humor in science, too. Imagine your brain as a quirky, overworked librarian who occasionally misplaces a book. Instead of locking the librarian in a closet for a mistake, you help them learn the new catalog system. That's exactly what your brain does when it adapts. It's a little clumsy at first, but eventually it finds a better way. Life is messy, unpredictable, and often downright unfair. But it's also incredibly beautiful. Look around. The stories of everyday heroes are written in the language of failure and triumph. Consider the young artist who had her exhibition shut down only to return with a display that changed the local art scene, or the entrepreneur who lost everything in a financial downturn before bouncing back with a revolutionary idea. Every setback whispers an opportunity to innovate, to push boundaries, and to redefine what success means for you. It's these raw, unfiltered experiences that connect us. They remind us that failure is not a destination, but merely a waypoint on the journey to greatness. It might even help to laugh at the absurdity of it all. Imagine if life were a comedy show where even your biggest flops have an unexpected punchline. A scenario where a misstep isn't a catastrophe, but the setup for your next big joke. Humor lightens the load, reminding you that at the heart of it all, it's okay not to be perfect. So, when you feel like you failed, remember this: every stumble is a prelude to a greater leap forward. Embrace your imperfections, learn from your trials, and harness the power of a resilient mindset. Let the lessons of failure become the fuel for your journey to success. I'm Ahmed, and thank you for joining me on this exploration of failure and resilience. If you found this video inspiring, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more insights, motivational stories, and practical advice to keep you moving forward. Together, let's transform every failure into a new beginning.